Final race is a Class 3 at Happy Valley, so more points on offer for the Hong Kong Airlines Million Challenge. A 1,200-metre dash to bring the programme to a close. Extremely fun. Ahead, he's first up since September. Who else but you as a two-time course and distance winner this season already. Flying Tourbillon and Blaze Stamina both behind Arm Runder last time out. Cheerful Jet, very impressive on his last two starts. He's up into Class 3. Smart Boy and Star of Joy is another one behind Arm Runder. And Happy Bao Bay with the gear change. Alvin Ung taking weight off from barrier 6. Back at the touchscreen for the final race here, and as far as the speed map is concerned, we've got Prince Harmony, a promoted starter from a wide gate, but he's only got one way of going, really.
He does. It's going to be an interesting test here for Cheerful Jet, because, of course, he was able to lead last start and did run good time in winning, but there is a lot of pace here, extremely fun. Down here, number 1, Prince Harmony, is going to roll forward. Blaze Stamina likes to race handy. This horse here actually was a little slow out last start, but prior to that, he's absolutely pinged the gates. And I think through the first 50 metres, he's actually got more speed than any of the opposition here. It's going to make it very interesting for Cheerful Jet whether they want to lead or take a sit, because this is a tougher task for him, but he just won so well last start.
He looked so good, doesn't he? What's been looking good in the morning, Paul?
Well, you mentioned Extremely Fun hasn't raced for a while, and here's his track work going into it. He's pretty keen to go. He's trialled and he's had plenty of work leading into this, so he's well prepared for this particular contest. So he's quite forward. Is Extremely Fun. You can see him there. Cheerful Jet, as you mentioned, look, he does everything in a stride. He's just loafing along here, no problems whatsoever, and he's a horse in very good form at the moment, having won his last two, as we mentioned, and he's just doing it there. And Happy Surveys, he's a horse who's been racing on the all-weather. He's now come back to Happy Valley, but he has won here a few times before. Happy Surveys. What price is he? He'd be a big price, $25.
Maybe one of those ones that gets back and maybe swoops late.
Especially with that pace you mentioned, Brett. I've snuck him in there for 4th. So.
All right, OK. Yeah. Well, Cheerful Jet's on a hat-trick. Zach Purton's been the man in the saddle for his last 2 wins, but here he rides Charity Glory.
Zach, in the last race, you ride Charity Glory, but you've also won the last 2 starts on Cheerful Jet. Why have you jumped onto Charity Glory here?
I was booked to ride him a long way out, so it's just the way it worked out.
How would you compare the 2 horses?
Oh, they've both been racing well this season. They're both in there with some type of chance.
Cheerful Jet's won his last 2. Is he the type of horse that you felt riding him was progressive?
Yeah, he's certainly progressive now that he's over the internal issues that he had. He's racing much better. He's a bit more relaxed during the run as well, and he's finding a bit more. So he's going pretty well at the moment.
And Charity Glory, you rode him in a recent gallop. How's he feeling heading into Wednesday night?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good gallop. It's probably the best feel he's given me so far this season. So once again, I think he's in pretty good form as well.
And up to 1,200 metres, is that better for him compared to the 1,000 last time?
Yeah, I think so. The 1,000 metres, he just wasn't comfortable. So from back up in distance, he can travel a little bit better. Hopefully the speed is nice, and which is key to him. He needs him to bowl along a little bit so he can relax and come at them late.
So the bookings aside, which is a nice pickup ride for Neil Callan, he's still got a very good chance here, hasn't he?
Interesting, that footage we just saw there, that horse in the purple was Who Else But You. He actually led all the way to the 100 and then obviously bombed at his start before. So it's a very competitive race on what we saw from Cheerful Jet last outing. He's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, he's just going to get that extra pace on. That's the query I've got. Seems to be a lot of pace, and Prince Harmony's not going to help him coming into this particular contest as well.
All right. OK, well, let's have a look at Cheerful Jet while we're speaking of him. This was the second of those wins, already in front, and he just blows them away, really, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. The times they're on the board as well, clocking 1:09.54, a very fast time. It's all going to come down to, as Paul's just highlighted, you know, how he copes with the initial pressure from the opposition stepping up in class, because there are a lot of fast horses here. Here he got it quite comfortable. He was out of speed away, but he might be able to just sit in and speed away again. It's hard to say he can't do it.
Yeah, that's the key. Is if he is taken on, whether they just let the other horses go, and he can sort of sit and still, still win the race. I've got him in the numbers, but I think I've got a couple to beat him anyway.
All right, OK, that's Cheerful Jets. What of the others, if we can find some of them here? Horses we're concentrating on, Star of Joy in the blinkers, but the other horses to keep an eye on here, a Blaze Stamina, and also the other one being Flying Tourbillon.
Yep, well, Blaze Stamina will be right on the pace. Flying Tourbillon will be coming home late. Of the three, though, I've got Star of Joy. I don't mind him because with this pace on from barrier 4, he can just sit in right behind them. And I think he wasn't far away behind Umrunda last time, and I think he just might get the race run to suit him.
This was actually a massive run from Flying Tourbillon down there on the rail. He reeled off a 22.2 last 400. He's drawn 3. He might be able to sit a little bit handier, and I think, you know, just having his third run back into this class, he could be one that bobs up at a little bit of a price. I'm going to sneak him in, Flying Tourbillon.
And Armrunda and Phantom Falcon could pay him a compliment as well earlier on in the program.
Yeah, and I'm not against Blaze Stamina either. It's a tough race, but a good one to finish with.
All right, OK. Extremely fun. We saw the track work off the course since September. This is the trial coming in. Looks pretty comfortable on the lead here.
Yeah, it was a nice trial here. He as I said, with the track work, he's been very well prepared, and he hit the line nicely enough, I thought, in this. He's got the 7 pounds off, and we've seen this combination of Peter Ho and Dylan Moe going very well this season as well. You can see there's Power Max in behind there, just doing what he has to do, nice and easy. He'll be winning earlier on, hopefully.
I'm a little bit against him first up, Extremely Fun. I know he's got the claim, but there's a lot of pace here. He's drawn 8. I sort of think he might be a little bit of a one-trick pony. He needs to sort of get some comfort zone time up on the speed, so I'm not going to be with him. All
right, so it's a good race to finish the card, though, Paul. How do you go on top?
Yeah, really good race. So I think the race is going to be run to suit Star of Joy. So he should be able to sit just behind all this really fast pace, which I foresee in this particular contest. So he'll get his opportunity from barrier 4. Extremely Fun, as I said, he's been well prepared for this, so we'll give him a chance. Cheerful Jet's on a hat-trick, so his form is pretty good. And then the Happy Servers, as I mentioned, if they do go a bit silly out in front, he's the one that's going to be finishing over late at a massive price. So went 9-1-7-11, but I will be playing exotics. It's a nice race.
I wrote down 4 numbers and then scribbled them out and wrote down another 4 and scribbled them out. It's a tough race. I ended up going with Blaze Stamina. I tipped him 2 starts ago and he ran 5th. And then last start he was a length behind Armrunda. He can box seat from gate 1, and the more racing he has, the better he gets. And he's going into this race 5th up. So on an each-way basis, 4 to beat 7 Cheerful Jet, 3 Flying Tourbillon, who's only $6, and he is the early place favourite, interesting to note there, and Charity Glory is one that'll run on from the back. 4, 7, 3, 5. It's no easy task. I know on paper you probably think Cheerful Jet looks the one to beat, and on the clock as well, but with all the pace it just creates a few little murmurs.
Certainly on my paper, Cheerful Jet's the one to beat as well.
Yeah.
7 on top for me for the hat-trick. All right, as far as the stats are concerned, you just touched on this combination as well, Paul. It's the Mo Ho, Peter Ho and Dylan Moe combination.
Yeah, they're lethal at the moment, these guys. 33% win rate, as you can see. 12% with their runners, or 12 total runners. They've had 4 wins and 2 seconds from their 12, you can see. So a really good win rate there from this particular. They've got 2 really good chances, I think, Phantom Falcon being one, and the other one, that was the one we're looking at here now, of course, Extremely Fun in the last. But Phantom Falcon, with the lightweight, you know, he'll be right there, and he'll give the connections a good opportunity to go on better. He's only a little horse, so the lightweight will help.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, straight into the best bets, and Power Max.
Yeah, I really like this Power Max. I think he's trialled well and he's been going really nicely leading into this particular contest. And from barrier 4, he loves. Look at those starts. 12 of those have been at Happy Valley, and they're the 3-3-3-3. So he's never finished further back than 4th. He's paying $7 at the moment. I think he's a good bet. So he's my best bet. And the long shot's a big price. He should pay $30, $35, Ishvara. But he just showed he was coming back to some form last time. And he's such a well-rated horse at the moment. So we'll give him a chance with Matthew Chadwick aboard. My best play will be in that race as well. We're going to take Peril Gallantry, who was most impressive last time. Taylor Legend 5th up, and Ishvara and QQPs. We should get a decent dividend out of that.
I like Zero Hedge and All Best Friends, and I'll go with Zero Hedge first, and then you can all up into All Best Friends, I think, in the race shortly after, because that'll be a nice little fill-up. But one step at a time. Race 1, number 3, Zero Hedge from Berto Rispoli is the best. I've mentioned it already. High 5, drawn wide. They'll snag him back. When he's ridden patiently early, he can often produce a devastating turn of acceleration, and I think he'll do that on the surface at the Valley on Wednesday night at a price. So 6-3 is the long shot, and I'll make my play of the day around that race with High 5, Paul's best Power Max, and I know you and I are both keen on Royal Mojito, Andrew, so that little QQP.
Absolutely, I like him a lot. As far as the best for me, I'm going to go with Master Bernini here. Tommy Berry and Michael Friedman getting up to the 1800 metres for the first time. Well drawn. I think he's a pretty solid, probably be an each way bet as well in race number 5. As far as the long shot's concerned, we're single figures at the moment, around $8.89, but he's paying $5.80 a play, so hopefully he'll get out a little bit. But the legends in the seconds, Olivier Deleuze in the saddle for Casper Founds. That's the long shot. As far as the play is concerned, we'll work around Master Bernini 1, 3 and 7. So race 5, QQP 1, 3 and 7. That's just about it as far as Happy Valley is concerned, but massive weekend coming up with the 4-year-old Classic Series kicking off.
That's right, yep, the Classic Mile coming up on Sunday. A number of the candidates trialled not too many days ago, and a lot of them look particularly good, including Nothing I Like More, who will carry Saddlecloth 1.
Yeah, well, he's there on ratings, isn't he? It's whether one of these up-and-coming horses can tip him over.
What price will he be, do you think?
Nothing I Like More, $1.70.
Wow. All right, there you go. That's to look forward to on Sunday. But that's the show. Thanks for watching. On behalf of Paul, Brett and the rest of the team, hopefully we'll see you at Happy Valley, where we will be racing to win.
Good night.